Objection!
The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's already here. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using the computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on Asian soap operas. It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. What? Well, this place really is buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe! You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got a big problem here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus. A virus. A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. But I really need to ask some questions. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up. Yes, sir. No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you've got money troubles, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money if we want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark, and it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in all of their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say, that lady? Who's that lady he's talking about, Nick? We better find out who that lady is. So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? And here I thought the detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with the face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machines go boom and explode? No. The damage is, well, it's all internal. So the insides go boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PC here in the station. A virus could wipe it all out like that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together in a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network, so the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else. What? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold. Right! Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. But what? Where? When? And why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is, a program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before too. That's the girl who works over at the tender lender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadavarini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadavarini. Bruto Cadavarini? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadavarini, the boss of the Cadavarini family. The Cadavarinis? That's one scary sounding name. You can't touch them, they're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. Better get some more info on the Gumshoe about this family. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadavarinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop, you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. You can't touch them. They've got too much moolah. Moolah? As in, they pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes tender lender, I take it. Sure, no one stands up to Bruto Cadavarini, and I mean no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then? Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at the tender lender? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of tender lender are pretty tight. What? That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Oh, this guy the tiger. Is he famous? Yeah, this guy's not a loan shark, you know. Nope, he's a big lone cat. Hence the name. Don't pay him back and you'd better say your prayers because he'll eat you alive. You're shaking, detective. Like a leaf. Like a leaf. I'm just, you know, kind of on edge at the moment. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go flashing that photo around if I were you, pal. Why not? That guy rules the criminal underworld. You could get yourselves in serious trouble. I'm talking say your prayers trouble. You're shaking, detective. Like a leaf. I'm just, you know, scared. Ah, this is it. This is the stupid name. I remember now. I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name's scribbled on the sports paper and they're written on the CD. That's the name of the virus, MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that just infected every computer on the station pallet's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head and haunches of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. Now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently the program who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on the tracing the route of this virus on the black market. I mean, someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah. And because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. The millions? A virus can be worth that much? Ugh, can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is, you know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? The lunchbox? You remember? The weenies? So how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. Yeah? That's what she said, really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh! Do me a favor again, help out and deliver this? It sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one. I can imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these, too. I really can't eat anymore. Super admin restricted desktop access protected. Super admin restricted. What? This is madness. No, Maya, that is Sparta. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. A code word? Sesame. If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. I know we already did that, though. Oops. You said the bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Mm-hmm. Did the injury in question have something to do with this?
Take that!
Well, donuts? Have one. Sorry, but didn't quite catch that. Okay, that wasn't it. Oh, wait, I think.
Take that!
That was the one. I have a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that the car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Emily tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. The relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why.
Take that!
You know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but... I took a blow to the head. A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard. Ran away? If they'd stayed, I'd have... Is it possible could the person who committed the hit and run...
Take that!
It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he? It was the Don Tigre who caused Viola to crash, I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident.
Take that!
It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on the scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini? You know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accidents, haven't they? It's possible. Perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tigre still saved my life. Their operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. Seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the Tigre who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believed him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid their operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Your grandpa?
Take that!
Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cavarini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you're his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. That's a long recovery time. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay. $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? It has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Catarini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. But I knew that I wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry! What he didn't get, the money was... it was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Catavrini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse. Viola's medical papers. Wow, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are two things that I consider inexcusable: poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown into the trash. January 7th, my thumb is going numb. I need a better brace. I have a new brace coming, so I can actually fully immobilize the hand and wrist. Yay. January 7th, trade beer and kitchen. Look! Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. A couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we needed to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Now I know I'm a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey Nick, this container has oyster sauce. We already did this. Nope, we're good. Let's see. Anything new? There's a book on the dresser. Nope, we already did this. His top program. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from one or two bugs in his personality. Oh, like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So it's really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. Gotta find out exactly what the trouble is. About Mr. Elge. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry. Why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was in a bit of a loser. I guess Mr. Elge is like every other man with his own pile of secrets.
Take that!
So how about telling me what kind of trouble Mr. Elliot was in? I'm sorry, sir, we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Elliot's trouble have to do with this?
Take that!
What is that? Excuse me. What's that? A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what about the relevance of those tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elch, he had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but no one ever buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Now, gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps. No. You are right, Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but... It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elch won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elch's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Furio Tigre, the boss of the loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're one to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elch. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know of any connections between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elch and the tiger knew each other. Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of the loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elch met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But he already won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about the programming. What about computer programming is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. Oh, I know what it is, you bitch. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No! No. Ma'am? Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt, not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Trebian? Where do you come up with these ideas? So it's safe to say Mr. Elch was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, that is the marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for paying his debt. MC Bomber updated the court record. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. He used the trash can, Nick! Bonjour, I have been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong? Good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you... Oh, that's the wrong one. Good timing. I was hoping to find you. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to yous, fellas. It's Zin... Yup. Who's you call it, Zin Oops? Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I won't recommend that. The medical papers now. Uh-oh, I think he wants Viola's Cavalier's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cavalieri trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. It ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Berto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get that $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that too. Oui. Mr. Armstrong, forgive me, désolé. I can't argue with him. Ugh. That really hurt. Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait. Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. That was stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital. Evidence. Hold it, pal! Detective Gumshoe. Detective? You think you gonna stop me, copper? Beat it, Quar. Whoa, come on now. Come on, Gumshoe, keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But, go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind! I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tender lender is going down. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna take a break there, because I do have a friend coming over at some point this evening for fried tacos. Yay, fried tacos!